Hello guys, Karina for theScore Esports here, and we are at the Gamescom in Cologne, and I met Lothar from G2 Esports, Chief Gaming Officer. What are you doing here in Cologne, and how Gamescom has been for you?
Well, I'm invited here by Blizzard to stream from the booth. That's my primary objective here, but of course there's huge business opportunities here, and just to talk with industry people, get to know other organizations, maybe to shake hands with people that are known from the internet, you know. So Gamescom is the place to be when it comes to network in esports.
One of the biggest highlights of this Gamescom is the first big Overwatch offline tournament, and Overwatch has been such a hyped game recently, and also coming up as a competitive game, like as an esport. What is your opinion on that?
Overwatch is definitely a fun game, and as you said, it's hyped to sky high. You know, everyone plays it. Everyone is just wanting to go into competitive gaming, but currently the let's say the scene is not solid yet, right? You have a lot of teams that are practicing, you have a lot of teams that are being created and then being disbanded a few weeks later. Players are kind of still like getting accustomed to the game. So I'm definitely interested in how things will develop for the game. It seems like there's lack of competitors when it comes to FPS games, right, for CSGO. So that's something definitely that is interesting. And Overwatch is also very unique when it comes to play style and game style, basically, because it's the like MOBA combined with FPS games. So it gives a lot of space when it comes to tactics, but it also creates a huge layer of complexity, which can be confusing for the viewers. Because one of the reasons why CS:GO is so successful, with being one of the best watched games in general, is the simplicity of it. You know, it's just easy to understand what's happening in the game, while Overwatch is super complex. So I'm kind of worried about that. I'm hoping that Blizzard will create a really good spectator mode that will deal with those problems, so everyone will be just aware what's happening in the game.
Well, a lot of huge organizations jumped onto this bandwagon, and we have Fnatic, we have Cloud9, Team Envious having their own teams, and G2 Esports, you guys also have teams for different esports. And have you considered getting like an Overwatch team for yourselves?
We're actually one of the first teams, and when it comes to big organization that had a team for Overwatch. I signed the team that was being led by Numlocked, who's playing now for Creation Esports. For Dignitas, because they just changed their contracts. And we really wanted to have a really competitive team, because that's our philosophy in G2. We want to have the best teams in general. Well, as you know, we're kind of leading the LCS, we're leading in Hearthstone, we have the top tier CSGO team, so we want to have the same in Overwatch. And after the game being slowly developing, there were no really big tournaments. We didn't know what to expect from the game. The team disbanded because it was just too early to have a team committed so in that early stage of the game. And now we want to get back into Overwatch, but we want to find the right team. And we're still looking just for it, you know?
Well, guys out there, Overwatch teams, they are looking for one.
A really good one.
On the more serious note, not so serious, but are you playing the game yourself? I mean, you're a Hearthstone pro, right?
Yep.
So are you playing? What do you like about the game? Do you have some particular heroes like close to your heart?
Well, obviously don't know that, but when I was younger, I was actually a semi-pro in Counter-Strike, and that's my those are my fundamentals. Basically, Quake, Unreal, the first version, it's Counter-Strike 1.5. Those were my beginnings. So I definitely feel like Overwatch is one of my games, and if I would have more time and less responsibilities, I would definitely try to be a professional McCree, because I still have the aim, but I like game sense, because when you play solo queue, that's not really that easy, right? But I feel like the game is just super fun, especially when you play with friends, and that's the same feeling I had about League of Legends when I was playing it with my friends. But when it comes to competitive scene, I have high hopes for it, and I really want to see the game succeed, and Blizzard I hope we'll be doing everything to help the game grow. And my favorite characters, to get back to the question, McCree, Soldier, and Hanzo.
Today we've been talking to a lot of McCree fanboys.
Well, it's easy to play him, right? If you have good aim, you just shoot to the head. It's like deagling in CSGO.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy Gamescom, the last day. Thanks a lot and see you around. Thank you guys for watching. You can check out more interviews on the theScore Esports website on download our mobile app.